Hardly does it justice, does it, Mrs. Bates? We build up the finest herd in the north of England to be sold off at Joe Sugden's whim. Well, somebody's going to pick up some pretty good bargains here, thanks to Uncle Joe. Well, Jack.
Morning, Alan. Caroline.
Hello, Jack.
Set down on the printed page, it just looks like another business sale. And we both know it's a lot more than that, don't we?
Well, you know my opinion of the accountants who run farms like NY.
Yeah. It wouldn't be quite so bad if it had been the accountant's idea.
If you're asking me to try and explain how Joe's mind works, I have to admit I gave up trying to understand it myself years ago.
Well, it's too late for that. I've got the vet coming to see the herd this afternoon, and I've arranged the sale with Sandy. Well, I suppose you'll be there.
Well, I'd be a fool not to be. Like you say, should be some good stock on offer. I've come to beg a favor. I'd like to use your photocopier. It's the script for the village show.
Oh. Oh, well, what's it about, may I ask?
Well, it's called Midsummer Nightmares, if that tells you anything. It's straightforward enough to use, isn't it?
Oh, only if you're used to it. I'll do it for you.
Oh.
If that's all right, Mr. Turner.
Yes, yes, of course. Anything to help the campaign.
Thanks. I'll need plenty of copies, I'm afraid. I'm trying to get as big a cast as possible.
I think I might need to retype it again before I try to copy it. Mr. Turner?
Well, yes, all right, Mrs. Bates, if you've got the time.
Oh, thanks a lot. Oh, you might tell Kathy and Nick that I've got them in mind for parts if they're interested.
Thanks, I will.
I hope it's a comedy, Jack. There's not much to laugh about in Beckendale at present.
A bit of comedy and a bit of tragedy, Alan. But as it's for the kids, I've had to play it mainly for laughs.
Well, a sort of open-air panto. Oh, listen. Are you producing?
Oh, no, I think Donald will.
Oh. Well, I hope you'll bear me in mind. You know, I don't want to be pushy or anything, but if you remember, my mole went down rather well last year. It'd be nice to tread the boards again.
Good. Actually, Alan, you are under consideration. Only I'm torn between you and Seth.
I've written this great.
Which just goes to show that the clever and the powerful vested interests of this world can be beaten by men of not much brains, but big hearts. That if ordinary people unite and say no, they can overcome the faceless, uncaring monsters of this world. Thank you.
What did you say about running around waving spears?
What do you reckon then? Never heard out like it. Think I could have a word with Vicar.
What do you think, Dolly?
Well, if Sam's anything to go by, the kids will love it.
Well, if they love it, that's the main thing.
Look, this woolly-back woman, Jack, that I'm playing, it doesn't actually say much about her here. I mean, what's she like?
She's an Amazon, Dolly. A strong, passionate she-devil of the Dales. Okay.
Yes.
All right, you lot.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Jackie Woollyback rules okay.
Yes, smashing, Jack. I'm not too sure about the singing, though.
She'll be all right, Jack, I've told you.
Did you hear that about tribal mottos, Vicar? Turning to strange scarecrow gods. I mean, if it's Seth Armstrong they're going to be worshipping, I'm best out of it.
One night, yeah.
Yeah, sounded all right to us, Jack.
Oh, thanks. And thanks for agreeing to do the effects and things.
It's a pleasure.
Well, if there's no more business, I suggest we all adjourn to the Woollyback Inn for a drink.
Just a last word about the costumes, everybody, please. If you've got any of the things we need at home, could you bring them to rehearsal as soon as possible? And we need all the fleeces we can get. Thanks.
I must say, I'm sort of uneasy about certain aspects of the play, Jack. Well, if you'd rather not produce it, Vicar.
No, I didn't mean that. Rather relieved to know that the show's getting somewhere at last. Despite the almost total lack of historical content.
Well, we're going into the future, not the past.
Come on, let's get your costume off. Get your jacket on. Oh, hello, Mr. Turner. It's the bug-eyed monster costume. He wants to keep it on. Bit overexcited, you know.
Nothing to be frightened of, Alan.
I think you look splendid, Sam.
Good night, Alan.
Good night. Marvellous, isn't it? The fertile imaginations of these children can conjure up. No matter how absurd it may look to us adults. I know but a child would feel right in a get-up like that. No, I'm sorry I'm late, by the way, but something came up.
Very chic, Alan.
Oh, thank you, Jack. Well, I suppose it's all wrapped up now, is it?
Oh, no,
It's
Alan.
cast?
No. In fact,
There's a gaping hole right at the centre of the show, isn't there, Jack?
Oh, oh, thank you, Donald. Oh, thank you both. Now, I'd be delighted. It's such a good cause.
Well, that's a load off my mind. I'll get a script to you, Alan, just as soon as I can. Superb casting. It really is.